To access the model, use the URL provided to you. A blank screen will appear in your browser window. This is the HTML file that you'll need to download. To do that, click on the download icon in the upper right-hand corner of your browser window. This will download the Serengeti's consumers.html file to your download folder. Open that file or click on it, and when you do that, you will see this interface appear in your browser window. Your model is now ready to run a series of experiments. You may do that by first initializing the model using the Setup Reset button. Every time you press this button, you'll see the world shown here change based on the settings assigned to it in the sliders around the interface. To run the model, press the Go Pause button. Notice that when you do this, the agents in the model start to change. We see the buffalo moving around. We can see patches of green growing larger. These are patches of grass that grow based on the amount of rainfall that they receive. The grass patches will grow until the entire patch is filled. That patch will remain filled with grass until a buffalo moves over it. When that happens, the grass will be consumed by the buffalo, and the buffalo will gain the energy from that food and store it in its body. Grass will grow back in time, given enough rain. As buffalo move around, they burn food for energy through cellular respiration. This causes the amount of stored food as fat in their body to decrease. When they run out of stored food, they'll die. In the current setup of the model, the rains are falling on the right side of the model, which according to this compass shown here is to the north. We can see where the rains are falling based on the blue tint to the patches. And some little bit of these rains are falling on the right side of the middle region of the model. If buffalo store up enough food, they can reproduce, passing on some of that stored food to their offspring. Reproduction in this model is simplified so that a female will give birth to an offspring without a male, if they have enough stored up food. As you run the model, you'll see the monitors and graphs for the size of the populations changing. If you want to speed up the simulation run, you can do that by sliding the speed slider to the right. When you do that, the simulation runs in fast forward mode, skipping many of the updates to the view of the world. By changing the speed back to normal speed, you can see the state of the model back running in real time. And it may be useful at times to pause the simulation to see what the state of the model is at exactly that single point in time. To do that, press the Go Pause button again. Let's take a look at the state of the model at this point in time. Notice that here I can tell how long the model has run for, and here I can tell how many buffalo there are in the world, 39. I can also tell how many buffalo there were in the past by hovering over the graph and seeing what the value for the size of the buffalo population was. Notice that its high point was about 55 buffalo. Its low point was around 10, what I started with, but the model has leveled off between about 35 and 45 buffalo. I can resume the model run again by pressing Go Pause, or I can reset the model run from the start by pressing Setup/Reset. Various investigations can be done with this model, but they'll require you to adjust these sliders, these drop-down menus, and switches to change the state of the model, and many of those changes will only take effect when you press Setup/Reset. Good luck.